Hey, it's unfa. Welcome to this little video demonstration of ZL Spectral Equalizer. This is a very interesting plugin, which is kind of like a spectral compressor merged with a parametric EQ, and it's very visual and it's very nice to use, and it can do some pretty interesting and unique things. Right now it's bypassed, but if I enable it, you can hear that my voice is really crunchy. And that is because I'm at extremely low fidelity. Let's go back to medium. 1, 2, 3, that's much better. It's still a tiny bit crunchy. There's a little bit of delay. You probably see my lips are moving out of sync with the voice. But if I go with very high, 1, 2, 3, now there is no crunchiness, but there's going to be more delay. So don't pay attention to my face. Maybe I'm going to hide my face. But there we go. That's better. All right. So what is this doing? I'm hearing myself with a delay, so that's very difficult to really do. I'm gonna mute myself so I don't hear myself, and I'm gonna talk, and I'm gonna explain what's going on here. Okay. So this is a parametric equalizer that has spectral compression. I am doing 3 things in here, and I'm going to turn them off. I'm going to turn them back on one by one, and we're going to hear the difference. Okay, so this is the raw signal that comes from my audio interface. Also, I think I can disable collision showing, so we don't have these red things glowing. I am not entirely sure how that works. I think it's probably with sidechain, so it can show you where are problematic frequency bands. But well, I'm not getting into this yet. So just a fair basics. You add bands by double clicking, and normally you just have a regular EQ band. So here we have a peak filter. 12 decibels per octave. It's processing in stereo. It's a 1 kilohertz, 11 decibels of gain. Now, this is all normal. If we go to high frequencies, this is probably starting to be very painful because sibilants are super freaking loud. But if we enable this, now we have spectral compression going on. Again, I've enabled my voice so I can hear myself. You can see the yellow line is moving now. And it's because we have compression applied per spectrum band. So like every frequency that comprises the signal is being compressed independently. And here we have another control. We can drag this down, and this is our gain reduction for our spectral compressor. And here you can see if I move this thing, this diamond shape, we have another thing working here. So now if I right click and drag, I'm moving the gain, the regular thing. If I left click and drag, I'm moving the low thing. And now the crazy thing that this compressor can do, or this equalizer, is I can both boost the highs and suppress sibilants. So you can see the yellow line is now, if I'm going to be just speaking normally, let's do some vowels. We're not generally having gain. The yellow line is going up. But if I'm starting to do sibilant sounds, the yellow line is down here. That means it's not boosting sibilants. And we can up the threshold a little bit to make it react more aggressively. So, wait, no, the other way around. If we lower the threshold, now it's going to be more aggressive. We're going to have a little bit of boost, and now we have a lot of compression. So this is pretty crazy because we kind of have like a EQ and a de-esser. The problem is there's so much compression going on that it kind of mess up with this signal, so I'm gonna go extreme. And now the fidelity should be better, but we have a way more delay. Okay, so basically if I speak 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So this is without processing. Nice. So now we have a bit more brightness. Now we have a bit more brightness. A bit more brightness. But we're suppressing sibilance, which is pretty cool. It's pretty crazy. I think we could tweak the frequency. Wowie wop. Okay. No, okay, it's a bit too much. A bit too much. A bit too much. A bit too much. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Blah 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 blah. Right. So this is pretty useful because we can have a little bit of a high frequency boost while suppressing sibilance, actually doing a de-essing job. 2 in 1. Now we can do something similar for the lows. So I have a little band here. I'm gonna just click here to switch to it, the blue band. If I enable it, this is giving me a low boost, but boosting lows is always comes with the danger of boosting pops. So you can see I've set it up so it doesn't boost pops, it actually suppresses them. So we both have a low boost for this uber radio wave sound. But our pops are suppressed. So this is a pretty cool and unique thing that this plugin can do. Honestly, I don't know of any other plugin, at least not an open source plugin, that can do this kind of thing. This is even better than Spectral Compressor from Not Invented Here plugins, because we have way more control over what it's doing. In Spectral Compressor, we only have it like a TLTQ and like up and down compression. Here we can have per band control of up and down gain, so upper and lower. It's pretty amazing, honestly. One more thing, I can enable a little bit of a high pass, which is super steep, 96 decibels per octave. And this cuts off. I determined this frequency by just doing this. Finding the lowest actually useful frequency, and that turned out to be around 60 hertz, and I'm high passing, removing everything below that very aggressively. So this is the ZL Spectral Compressor. I hope you can make some good use of it, and yeah, I'll see you later.